Hey, Shalom, giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakah, Hakwadash. Double honor to my apostles and bishops of Great Millstone. Salutations to the elect of the nation of Israel, which consists of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and the Israelites, which are scattered amongst these other nations all around the world, which we refer to as Israelite foreigners. All right, my name is Kassad, and this is going to be a quick video, Lord willing. It's edifying. All right, and the topic's going to be centered around the topic of the brotherhood, matters of the brotherhood, mainly pertaining to the situations that happened last week. All right, if you've been tuning in, all right, a couple of brothers did videos on guys that are being manifest to be bug outs or false brethren. All right, we gotta mention names. I'll mention this dude that's that had GMS on his name, Gabar Adama. All right, brothers did videos on him. All right, he's not in GMS, and in fact, that dude was he's being a false brother. All right, I'm not gonna go into the details because I wasn't there. All right, but you don't treat brothers. You don't try to fucking take advantage of the brotherhood, man. All right, especially new brothers coming in. Okay, and speaking of new brothers, all right, we got to talk about for brothers that's already doing the work. All right, you shouldn't be hasty to bring a new brother in the camp. All right, if there's a new guy coming around that's waking up to the truth, right? Even if he claims he's been watching for a long time, none of that matters. All right, a guy that's just coming around, all right, you just now seeing this dude, all right, he has to be vetted, man. All right, and after a period of time he's been vetted, then if the spirit allows him to come in, it's all according to the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, then the spirit will bring him in. But you can't just, a guy that comes around, he might even have a garment, all right, comes out with his Bible, taking notes, all right, and he says Shalom, he knows the salute, he knows the name of the Lord, all right. That doesn't necessarily make him a brother. He has to be vetted, he has to be tested. So without further ado, this is 1 John chapter 4, verse 1. It says, "Beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirits, whether they are of the Most High, because many false prophets are going out into the world." All right, now let's read that in the NLT. It says, 1 John 4:1 in the NLT. "Dear friends, do not believe everyone who claims to speak by the Spirit. You must test them to see if they have..." Excuse me, I'm reading again. It says, "Dear friends, do not believe everyone who claims to speak by the Spirit. You must test them to see if the spirit they have comes from the Most High, for there are many false prophets in the world." All right? Yeah, a lot of false prophets, a lot of false brethren, man. Okay? Bottom line, all right? You got to test the spirits, man. Okay, he may be hasty to want to be down, get involved, but yeah, vet the dude, man. Talk to him, get to know him, see where his mind is at. All right, see if he's gonna come out on a consistent level, on a consistent basis. All right, and like I said, it's all according to the spirit, man. All right, and that's why at one point in time, Elder Pastor said, no new members in the camp, which for the most part that still stands, with the exception of, certain men that are the Most High wants to bring in, man. All right, because there's always exceptions to the rule. Sincere brothers that come around that the spirit might eventually let them in. All right, but then you always got these guys slipping through the cracks, man. All right, like this dude Gabar Dama. All right, which he just got to keep doing the work. All right, He quote unquote repented. All right, quote unquote made an apology video, which if you watch the video, you see that video is very it was garbage, man. It was a garbage apology video. All right, and he's low key, trying to justify himself. But, it is what it is. He's no longer amongst us, and he has to work out his own salvation. The Most High deal with him. All right? But, you got guys like that, man, that really don't understand what this thing is about. They think it's a popularity contest. They think it's a thing of clout. All right? They think it's just a thing of power and rank. All right, this thing ain't about that, man. This thing is about, ultimately playing your role, fall in line and fearing the Most High, man, which is keeping the law, statutes, commandments, doing what you're told to do, and working out your salvation, man. The reason why you should be in this thing is because you fear the Lord, and you fear what's going to happen if you don't serve Him, man. Meaning, in a nutshell, you seeking salvation, man. That's why the scriptures say, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling, man. Okay? Because if you're not in this if you're in this for any other reason than that, then you ain't sincere, man. Okay? If you don't sincerely fear Yahweh Shemel Shah and believe Yahweh Shemel Shah and have faith, all right, but you operated in falsehood, that Yaiqua mentality, that supplanter mentality, the Most High is going to weed you out, man. Bottom line. All right, so I have one more scripture lined up. So I guess I'll read this and wrap it up. This is Jeremiah chapter 9, verse 4. It says, take ye heed of every one of his neighbor, and trust ye not in any brother. For every brother will utterly supplant, and every neighbor will walk with slanders. All right? Now let's read that in the NLT. It says, beware of your neighbor, don't even trust your brother. For brother takes advantage of brother, and friend slanders friend. All right? So, and that's why the scriptures say, as a matter of fact, let me read this. We're going to go back to that, but let's read this real quick. Bear with me for a second. Right, so this is Sirach chapter 6, verse 7. It says, if thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first, and be not hasty to credit him. All right? So, yeah, and what's a friend? Yahushua said, roughly paraphrasing, all right, I'm not saying it verbatim, if you serve me, you do the will of the Father, you are my friends. Okay? And that's why he also said, who is my mother, who's my brother, but them that do the will of the Lord, man. Okay? So a friend will be considered somebody that's like-minded, that's in the same race as you, that's in the same that's involved in the same business that you're involved in, which is the business of the Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah. It says, if thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first. Meaning what? He has to be proven. Guys got to prove themselves when they come into this thing about us. And it's not really about men, proving yourself to men. It's proving yourself to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah. Okay? You got to come in the right way, man. There's an order to this thing. All right? And we got this term called affiliate camps with guys, because it's not about being coming under Great Millstone, because you got some camps out there, they'll say, oh, if it's not under ISUB camp, it's not under IUIC, the commanding general Yohana, if it's not under the commanding general of ISUBK, General Yohana, then it's not the Most High. All right, now, and even IUIC, which is these different Israelite groups, they'll say, "Oh, if it's not under the elder Bishop Nathaniel, then it's not of the truth or whatever they say." Okay, but it's not about that, man. You don't necessarily have to be in a camp to serve the Most High. Okay, but however, you got to have the right doctrine, and us here at Great Millstone, the Most High has given the apostles the right doctrine, man. The Apostle Great Millstone on down, because they've learned from their elders, man, and they have continued to pass the torch down, man. Okay, until the brothers that's waking up to this day. All right, and I say all that because you have these affiliate camps. All right, and there's nothing wrong with doing your own thing, but for the most part, a lot of guys, they don't want to come around the Great Millstone, because in Great Millstone there's a certain spirit, that the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai, man. You gotta have there's a very austere spirit in Great Millstone. All right, brothers, there's a certain standard you have to abide by. All right, meaning what? You gotta be diligent, man. You gotta be on fire if you're gonna be a Great Millstone. All right, you can't carry yourself like a nigga. All right, because in other words, you're gonna be pulled to the side, and eventually you're gonna get your walking papers. All right, so that's why a lot of guys, they and this is not to bash the affiliate camps. I'm just saying, if the shoe fits, there's a lot of guys that don't want to fucking come up under the order, man. We had to. Shit. When I was first coming in, I had to come up under the order. I'm in a New York City camp, and, there's gonna be men over you in this truth, regardless whether you outside and doing your own thing, you teaching on your own, you got your own thing going on, or you come according to the circumcision of Great Millstone. All right, it's still gonna be an order, regardless. All right, the Most High said, "Let's let all things be done decently and in order, man." All right, and that was Apostle Paul in the book of 1 Corinthians, or matter of fact, I'll read it. I don't want to butcher it. Yeah, 1 Corinthians 14:40. Let all things be done decently and in order. Point blank, period. Straight to the point. All right, but yeah, certain guys, they got to be tested, man. All of us got to be tested. We got to be proven. Okay. You want to be amongst, faithful men to Yahweh Shem Shah. You gotta prove that you have faith in Yahweh Shem Shah. Bottom line. All right. So I'll go back to what I was reading. It says, "Take ye heed of everyone his neighbor, and trust ye not in any brother, for every brother will utterly supplant and will walk with slanders." So just be mindful of, men. Beware of men. Okay? Guys, Jake is a supplanter, man. That's our forefather's name, man. His nomen, Yaikwab, which means supplanter, man. All right? That's why you got to know these scriptures, man. You got to know these precepts and apply these scriptures in your life, because you won't get caught lacking out there, man. All right? Because Jake got a very generous spirit. All right? A very kind spirit. But like Apostle Hall said a couple years back, sometimes you got to be an asshole, man. All right? Meaning what? You can't always be friendly. You can't always be buddy. All right? Because at the end of the day, man, This is not a hangout. This is not about being cool, being down, getting together, eating chicken. Like brothers, they got the saying about getting together, eating chicken. Because that's all Jake want to do, man. Party, have a good time, get together, eat chicken. That's what they do at the IUIC, all right? And these, certain other groups, man, having women amongst them, trying to find sisters to marry and all that bullshit. Making rap videos. That's not what this thing is about, man. We're commanded to do one thing, man. Let's teach the word, prophesy, and that's it, man. And wait on the Lord. All right. So the point was made, man. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. With that, I'm gonna say shalom.